Your bank is hiding 3 safety switches with your name on them. Right now, they're turned off, and when they're off, thieves can move quietly through your account, transferring money, making purchases, draining funds, and you won't know until it's too late. But when you turn these 3 switches on, everything changes. Thieves hit a wall before they touch a single cent. Your phone buzzes the second something moves. Transactions freeze unless you say yes. And you, sitting in your living room in your pajamas, become harder to rob than a vault. In the next 15 minutes, you and I are going to flip all 3 switches together. Even if you hate technology, even if you've never felt confident using a banking app, even if the last time you tried to change a setting on your phone, you got confused and gave up, this is different. I'm going to show you exactly where to click, exactly what to tap, exactly what words to look for. And 5 minutes from now, your bank account will be protected in ways most people never bother to set up. Let's do this. Before we get into the how, let me tell you why this matters right now, today, more than ever before. Remember the videos we've talked about? The phone scams where someone calls pretending to be your bank, trying to trick you into giving them information? The grandparent scam where criminals clone your grandchild's voice and beg for money? All of those scams have one goal: get into your bank account, take your money. And the reason they work, the reason people lose thousands of dollars, is because most bank accounts are wide open. No extra locks, no alarms, no safety net. It's like leaving your front door unlocked in a neighborhood where you know there are thieves walking around. You wouldn't do that to your house, but millions of people do it to their bank accounts every single day without realizing it. Not because they're careless, but because nobody ever showed them how to lock the door. The banks have these security features built in. They're free, they're already there, but they're hidden in menus and settings that most people never explore because it feels overwhelming. Well, not anymore. Today, you're going to find them. You're going to turn them on, and you're going to sleep better tonight knowing that your money is protected. Here's what we're doing. There are 3 safety switches, 3 security features that every bank offers but most people never use. I call them switches because that's essentially what they are. Right now, they're in the off position. We're going to flip them to on, and once they're on, your account transforms from an easy target into a fortress. Switch number 1, alert me every time money moves. This means every single time a dollar leaves your account, whether it's a purchase at the grocery store, a bill payment, a withdrawal from an ATM, or a transfer to another person, your phone gets a notification, a text message or a push notification from your banking app, immediately, in real time. So if someone tries to use your debit card across the country, or if a scammer gets your account number and tries to wire money out, you know about it within seconds, and you can call your bank right away and say, "That wasn't me, stop it." Switch number 2, make thieves need my phone, not just my password. This is called 2-factor authentication, but don't let the fancy name scare you. All it means is this: to get into your bank account online, a thief would need 2 things, your password and your phone. Even if they somehow steal or guess your password, they can't log in unless they also have a special code that gets sent to your phone, and since they don't have your phone, they're locked out. This one feature stops the vast majority of online bank fraud. Switch number 3, stop big transfers unless I say yes. This lets you set limits on how much money can be moved in a day or per transaction. So even if somehow, against all odds, a scammer gets past everything else, they still can't drain your account. The bank will block any large transfer and require extra verification from you before it goes through. These 3 switches, alert, authenticate, limit, are your protection, and we're turning all 3 on right now.
Let me walk you through this step by step. I'm going to break it down by minutes so you can see that this really is fast. And I'm going to use the most common banks in the US as examples: Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. But the process is similar at almost every bank. Minute 1. Open your banking app or website. If you use a phone or tablet, open your bank's app. If you prefer a computer, go to your bank's website and log in like you normally do. Don't worry, you're not doing anything risky yet. You're just opening the door to your account like you would to check your balance. If you don't have the app on your phone, you can download it from the App Store. Just search for your bank's name, like Chase Mobile or Bank of America app. If that feels complicated, ask your grandchild or a neighbor to help you download it once. After that, you'll have it forever. Once you're logged in, you'll see your account balances, recent transactions, all the normal stuff. Good, you're in. That's minute 1. Minute 2, find the settings or security menu. Now, every bank puts this in a slightly different place, but it's always called something like settings, security, profile, or account services. On a phone app, look for 3 horizontal lines in the top corner. That's called the menu. Or look for a little gear icon. That's the settings symbol. Tap that. On a computer website, look along the top of the screen for tabs or links. You'll see something like Settings, Security and Privacy, or Manage Account. Click on that. You're not changing anything yet. You're just looking for the control panel, the place where all the safety switches live. If you're having trouble finding it, here's a trick. Look for a search bar inside your banking app or website and type the word alerts or security. It'll show you where to go. You're doing great. That's minute 2. Minute 3. Turn on alerts for every transaction. Once you're in the settings or security menu, you're looking for a section called alerts, notifications, or account alerts. Click or tap on that. You'll see a list of different types of alerts you can turn on. And here's what you need to do. Turn on all of them. Seriously, every single one. Debit card purchases, ATM withdrawals, online transfers, bill payments, balance changes, all of it. The bank will ask you how you want to receive these alerts: text message, email, or push notification through the app. I recommend text message and push notification because those come to your phone instantly and you'll see them right away. Email is fine too, but most people don't check email as often. Just check the boxes next to the alerts you want, choose text or push, and save your changes. There's usually a button at the bottom that says Save, Update, or Confirm. Tap that. Done. Now, from this moment forward, every time a penny moves in your account, you'll know about it. If you buy groceries and use your debit card, your phone will buzz and say, your card was used at Safeway for $43. If a scammer tries to use your card in another state, your phone buzzes and says, your card was used in Florida for $500, and you'll know instantly, that's not me, I'm home in California, someone stole my card. You call the bank, they freeze it, you get your money back. That's the power of alerts. That's minute 3.
Minute 4. Turn on two-factor authentication. Go back to the main settings or security menu. Now you're looking for something called two-factor authentication, two-step verification, extra security, or login verification. Different banks call it different things, but it's the same feature. When you find it, tap or click on it. The bank will explain that this adds an extra layer of security by requiring a code sent to your phone whenever someone tries to log into your account. It'll ask for your phone number. Enter it. Make sure it's the cell phone you carry with you, the one that gets text messages. Then the bank will send you a test code, a 6-digit number or something similar, to make sure your phone is working. You'll get a text that says something like, your verification code is 382947. Type that number into the box on the screen and hit Submit or Verify. That's it. Two-factor authentication is now on. From now on, whenever you log into your bank account online, you'll enter your username and password like normal. Then the bank will send a code to your phone. You type in that code, and you're in. It takes an extra 10 seconds, but it means that even if a scammer somehow gets your password, they can't log in because they don't have your phone. They don't get the code. They're locked out. You just made your account 100 times harder to hack. That's minute 4. Minute 5, set limits and alerts on large transfers. This last one is your safety net. Go back to settings one more time and look for something called transfer limits, spending limits, Zelle settings, or wire transfer alerts. Some banks have this under a section called external transfers or send money. What you're doing here is telling your bank, if anyone tries to move more than a certain amount of money in one day, stop them and ask me first. Different banks let you set different limits. Some let you say no more than $500 per day can be transferred out. Some let you require a phone call or extra verification for any wire transfer or Zelle payment over a certain amount. Set a limit that makes sense for you. If you rarely move large amounts of money, set it low. If you pay big bills online, set it higher, but still reasonable. The point is, even if a scammer somehow gets past all your other defenses, they hit a wall here. They try to drain your account by wiring out $10,000, and the bank says, nope, that exceeds the daily limit. We need to verify this with the account holder. And then you get a call or a text, and you say, I didn't authorize that, stop it. Crisis averted. Once you've set your limits, save the changes. That's minute 5. You're done. All 3 switches are on. Your account is now protected. Now let me show you what this looks like in real life, because I want you to understand the peace of mind this brings. Let's say you're sitting at home watching TV. Your phone buzzes. You pick it up and see a text from your bank. It says your debit card ending in 4523 was just used at Walmart for $87. And you think, wait, I haven't been to Walmart today. In fact, you're sitting on your couch right now. Someone else is using your card. You immediately call the number on the back of your card, tell them it's fraud, and they freeze your card on the spot. They issue you a new one. You don't lose a cent. That alert, that instant notification, just saved you from who knows how much theft. Or here's another scenario. You wake up in the morning and check your phone. There's a text from your bank that came in at 2 in the morning. It says, someone tried to log into your online banking from a new device in another state. We sent a verification code to your phone to approve this. And you think, I didn't try to log in at 2 a.m. I was asleep. Someone else tried. But because you have two-factor authentication turned on, they couldn't get in. They didn't have your phone. They didn't have the code. Your money is safe.
You call the bank, let them know it wasn't you, and they note it in your file. That's two-factor authentication working exactly as it should. Or one more. A scammer somehow gets your account number and tries to wire $5,000 to an account overseas. But you've set a limit of $500 per day on transfers. The bank's system blocks it automatically and sends you an alert. You didn't authorize this. Do you want to proceed? You say no. You report it, and the bank investigates. The scammer gets nothing. These aren't hypothetical. These are real situations happening every day to people who have these protections turned on. And now, you're one of them.
I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I mess something up? What if I turn on the wrong thing and I lock myself out of my account? Let me put your mind at ease. You cannot break your bank account by turning on more security. These features are designed to protect you, not trap you. If you accidentally set a limit too low and it blocks your own legitimate transaction, you can call your bank and they'll adjust it for you. If you lose access to your phone and can't get the two-factor code, every bank has a backup process, usually calling their customer service line and verifying your identity with answers to security questions. You will not be locked out permanently. And if you're ever confused or something doesn't look right after you change a setting, call your bank. That's what they're there for. Tell them, I just turned on two-factor authentication and I'm not sure if I did it right. Can you check? They'll walk you through it. You are not bothering them. This is literally their job. Helping customers stay secure is what they want you to do, so don't be afraid to ask. Here's something else I want you to think about. You don't have to do this alone. If you have a son, a daughter, a grandchild, a neighbor, someone you trust who's comfortable with technology, ask them to sit with you while you do this. Say, I want to make my bank account more secure, and I need help finding the settings. Can you spend 10 minutes with me? Most people, especially family, will be thrilled to help because they've been worried about you, and this is a concrete way to protect you. And honestly, even if they don't know exactly where the settings are in your specific bank's app, the two of you figuring it out together is still valuable. You're learning, you're taking control, and they're there as backup. Or if you're an adult child watching this video and thinking about your parents, send this video to them. Or better yet, next time you visit, say, Mom, Dad, let's spend 10 minutes making sure your bank account has all the security turned on. Pull up their app on their phone, go through these steps together, and get it done. You'll both feel so much better knowing it's protected. Let me tell you what you've just accomplished. 5 minutes ago, your bank account was like most people's, functional but vulnerable. Thieves could move quietly if they got in. Now, your account has 3 layers of defense. Every movement triggers an alert. Every login requires your phone. Every large transfer hits a limit and asks for permission. You've gone from being an easy target to being someone criminals will skip over because you're too much work. You're too protected. They'll move on to someone easier. And that means your money, your savings, the funds you've worked your whole life to build are safer. That's not a small thing. That's huge. You did that. You took control of your security in a world that can feel overwhelming and scary, and you should be proud of that. I also want to remind you of something important. Technology is not the enemy. It's a tool. And like any tool, it's only as useful as the person using it. You don't have to be young or tech-savvy to use these security features. You just have to be willing to try, to take 5 minutes and follow some steps. That's it. The bank designed these features to be as simple as possible because they want you to use them. It's in their best interest for your account to be secure. So don't let fear of technology stop you. You can do this. And if you need help, ask. There's no shame in asking. The only shame is in staying vulnerable when protection is right there waiting for you. Here's what I want you to do after you finish watching this video. Grab your phone or sit down at your computer. Open your banking app or website. Log in and spend 5 minutes, just 5, going through the steps I showed you. Turn on alerts. Turn on two-factor authentication. Set your transfer limits. It's going to feel a little awkward the first time, clicking through menus you've never explored before. That's normal. But by the time you hit save on that last setting, you're going to feel something shift. A sense of relief, a sense of control. You'll think, okay, I did it. My money is protected now. And that feeling is priceless. Then do one more thing. Tell someone. Call your friend and say, I just secured my bank account. You should do it too. Text your daughter and say, I set up alerts in two-factor. Do you have yours turned on? Share this video with your book club, your church group, your neighbors. Because the more people who know about this, the fewer people scammers can victimize. Security isn't just personal, it's communal. When we all protect ourselves, we make it harder for criminals to operate. We take away their easy targets, and eventually, we make it not worth their time.
You deserve to feel safe. You deserve to know that your money, the money you earned, the money you saved, the money you're living on, is protected. You've worked too hard and too long to let some faceless criminal steal it because of a setting you didn't know existed. But now you do know. Now you have the knowledge. Now you have the power. And in 5 minutes, you can turn that knowledge into action. Your bank is hiding 3 safety switches with your name on them. Alert, authenticate, limit. Go flip them on, right now. I'll be here cheering you on, because you've got this. You really, truly do.